good, everybody? What is good? It's Big Game James, man. We back in these streets, man. We back in these streets. What's up with y'all? Come on in here, Johnny Duncan Sr. What's up with you, man? Who's that down there? Rev Rebel, 95. It's live like 95, like Law say. But we are back. Burgers and Blitzes, first preseason game, the 11th, which is what, Sunday? Right? Sunday?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's finally here. Finally, I don't want to hear about all these guys doing training camp. I don't care about that. Show it on the field. But before we get all into that, what's up, my dog Mike?
Ah, man, I am I am great. Ladies not so great right now. A little
Yeah,
bit of a
yeah.
little bit of a fucking curveball from we got them here, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, even as anyway. Other than that, besides the fact we're living on the surface of the sun, but we've only got about another 5 weeks, 6 weeks of this, something
Mm-hmm.
like that, give or
Mm-hmm.
take, probably 9 months. I don't know, but uh, other than that, man, we're solid. Things, camps camps go and camps going well. Um, there's some interesting little tidbits coming out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Talk
we
about some
talked about
tidbits.
last.
How do you feel about them? Talk about some tidbits and
Well,
let's hit it,
hey,
dude.
we talked about last week. I was going off about how they drafted guys in the first round and it's not getting around. And the guy's been at first team all pretty much since he came back from he got sick. Since he came back from being sick, he's been on first team because that's where he should be. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all everybody here once
What's
again.
up, Daniel?
Uh,
What's up, David? What's up, sis? All y'all keep coming, Sin City. Keep on coming in, man. Keep on coming in, because you know we're not doing Twitter. They ain't paying for the shit. So we over on YouTube, so bring your ass here. That's what we're
and I
doing.
signed up where I could get a actress. It's 23. It won't be till next week, but I finally got my authentication where I can stream on my channel at the same time. So,
Oh, shit. Now we
so
finally
yeah,
swimming in this BR.
I can screen
Good.
share. But anyway, it says I got 23 hours,
Oh,
41 minutes, and
oh,
26 seconds.
Trey. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mike, but I'm ready to jump all in that question. Albert
So
Huggins, I'll be the first to tell you, J Tuck did some good tape on him, but I'm sorry, I ain't excited about it. The man was picked up, not drafted, not drafted. He was picked up, undrafted, free agent, 2019. I believe he's been with 11 teams in 5 years. Let me say that again. And if you look at the teams, he's there not the whole year. He plays half the year and then goes to another squad. So I can't get hyped about that, y'all. I'm sorry. You're a journeyman. You're an orphan. We're undrafted. You've already played on 11 teams in 5 years. I'm supposed to get hyped about that? You tell me, Mike.
I mean, I don't think much you'd be hyped about anybody getting signed in the middle of camp. He's only there so they can have a rotation for Sunday.
I
I mean, and I don't mean that. I don't mean that.
ain't
Derogatory at all.
hating, but what? How can you get? How can you get
No,
hyped about that? I'm sorry.
it's literally a camp. So you need a
You're a camp
minimum.
body.
You need at a minimum 25 players to make it to this game. You need at a minimum. Your starters ain't playing. Okay, so you got the 90 man. How many of that 90 man is hurt? How many of that 90 man you don't even want playing? How many of that 90 man is maybe possibly, I don't know if it's trade bait, but you don't want to risk an injury type situation. You want to see somebody else. You're hoping you're going to stack these guys in the practice squad later on in that situation, right? So that's easily to get down to 40 some odd players right there, just on that alone. I mean, you're starting at 53. You don't want out there.
Hmm.
So now you got to figure out a way to get the players on the field. That's why they don't like the third three, especially the Mike McCarthy era.
Hmm.
They have backed off of the playing the starters in
Hmm.
third preseason game, playing every single starter, because from a special teams aspect, you need 25 guys out there. Once again, just to fill the team. You don't want your starters out there on special teams. You might as well get these guys reps. What's the point? You get these guys reps and get them in there for a quarter or so, and get them out. So they don't even hell the leagues like that. That's why September is the new preseason.
Mm-hmm.
So um, there's teams that start out hot, Eagles, and there's teams that start out slow, Kansas City, and you see what happens as you get down the year. So they really just honestly burn that first month trying to figure it out. Because all that really matters at the end of the day is you have 9 or 10 wins and you're vying for your division at the end of the season. Now 9 or 10 wins won't get some divisions, but
I'll
when
be
City
honest
was
with you.
big to differ,
If you look at this division, I think this division is going to be a tight race. I think Washington just will be better just because of that first year hype. Nobody's hyping no damn Quinn. There's no coach or nothing like that. But the first year hype, and I think if Jaden Daniels does any kind of good like RG3 did that year, they just could surprise with a couple more wins this year. That's why I think they might surprise. They got a good staff. What's up, Jamon? Is it Jamion? Because you got a
that's what I
son, you
think.
got a name like my son. I think it's Jamion. But what's up with you, big dog? If I said it wrong, I apologize. But what I was talking about, Mike, is um, what was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought.
Uh, yeah, that's a damn shame, ain't
Ain't that a damn shame? I just lost my
it?
and I'm looking for the thought to come back. I'm looking for the thought to come back, and that joker is gone. But what I'm talking about, you were talking about the players, bringing them in. Um, I'm trying to pull this thought because it was something good. Yeah, you feel me, Car? I like it. Let's talk about the offense. Let's jump in here and talk about the offense.
Okay.
Okay, since I just lost my whole damn train of thought, let's just talk about this offense. We know CD Lamb is out, and we've been hearing and we've been seeing he has looked better.
Oh, you were
Jalen,
talking about the division and Washington.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay, cool. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you. So what I was saying was, I don't think this is going to be no runaway from no team. This is going to be a jumbled up three teams. Washington's not going to win it, but they're going to win some. They're going to surprise some people in a few games. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say nobody wins more than 12 games this season from any team in the NFC East.
NFC East.
Hmm.
I mean, 12 games is a big number for the league,
Yeah, that's not an easy number, but nobody's gonna win more than
and
12 games.
that also it's like, hey, we're 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, no shift. We're okay. Well, if it's so easy to win 12 every year, go do it. Go do it. If it's so easy to hang 40 on these bad teams, go do it.
Right.
Because it's still the NFL. And at
Hmm.
the end of the day, we watched Kansas City go out there in December and get their ships back by the tanking Raiders with a fired head coach. And
Any given Sunday.
that, that's what can happen on them real
Hmm.
quick.
Hmm.
Um, as far as Washington goes, that's my favorite quarterback out of the draft. He's also much like the old boy that went to Indianapolis last year. He's also the scariest one because the man does not know how to slide. He's made out of glass, but he's like liquid courage Josh Allen. That man will dive headfirst into 17 defenders, get drop kicked in the face, and end up on IR week 2. Or he may be healthy the whole goddamn year and be a terror, like RG3. Much like how you said with RG3. Because RG3 didn't know how to slide. He had zero self-preservation skills, and
It
thankfully
cost him his career.
yeah. Well, uh, you know, it did. It did, but I blame Big Shanny for that. Big Shanny got mad. He got mad and left dude out there. He saw that field was tore up. He saw the dude was on one leg, and he
Hmm.
got mad. And you know what? He's like, you're in a race, and you blow a cylinder out, and there's 10 laps left. You're like, fuck it. I'm gonna blow the motor, but we're gonna try. We're going. We're going.
Hmm.
Whatever it costs us, we're going. And he made that decision with RG3 when we seen he wasn't right.
Yeah.
and he was already cooked
Mentally
up
dealing.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you
And,
got that kind of injury. Mm-mm.
and that's a lot on Big Shady as much as it is
Yeah.
on three.
I agree. I agree. Read that. Read that super chat from the $5 holla. Appreciate you.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
that 1 year, I ain't gonna lie, that 1 year RG3 was a dog. Like I can't nobody
Oh,
take away that year from RG3. That mother sucker was a monster that year. He
I was
was.
like, shit.
Yes, I was like, we are in trouble for the next 10 years.
Yeah, and it was also the same, but it's also it was my turning point in getting into actually watching players and
Sup, Rico?
understanding how the league works.
Sup, David?
Anybody can pop off 1 year.
Yeah, that's the
Anybody can
truth.
pop off 1 year.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Learned that. I learned that in the NFL, the NBA, all that.
Anybody can
They're
pop off.
1 year wonders. They are
Anybody can
real.
pop off one. You can go out there. You can have your
Once they
mark at
get
the
the tape on
playground.
your
Hey,
ass,
I smell sexy. They never heard them again. Never heard them again.
Peyton
Everybody can
Hillis,
go have that 1 year. Yep. And
he was a dog in
uh,
Cleveland.
if I had to put a candidate up for that, he'd be the dude that just smoked us in the playoffs.
Jordan Love.
No, nobody is thinking about that sophomore slump with him or Stroud. Nobody.
Sharp,
It happened.
Shroud. I think they both are, but Shroud slump is not going to be like, oh, fuck. He just going to come down to earth a little
Well,
bit.
that's like
But we know he
even
great.
Mahomes. I was going to say even Mahomes had it. Oh,
Yeah.
Mahomes didn't throw 50 touchdowns this sophomore.
Right,
His
right, right,
sophomore year.
right, right. I feel like C-Lake Stroud, I think the whole team doesn't take like a major where they miss
No,
the playoffs, but they're going
look,
to take a step back. They're not going to have that same type of year. No, they're
he
not.
caught
They're just,
lightning
I
in a
just don't.
bottle. Now all
We've seen it. It don't
these
happen,
these
Mike.
these career DCs like Jake Schwartz and them have had spent an entire summer going, this will not happen again. Period.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Mm-hmm.
going to happen again. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care if we lose the other 15 games. We're beating them.
Mm-hmm. For
and
sure.
that's what it is. And that's going to be the same thing with Jordan Love. That's going to be the same exact thing.
That's going to be
And
interesting. I don't know if that's. Are you talking about? You're saying he's going to be a 1 year wonder his whole career, or is he just going to have a
no,
down
no,
year
not at
this year?
all. Not at all. No, no,
He's
I'm
just
not
going.
talking
He's
about
going
it.
to come down to earth a little bit. He's
It,
going to come
it,
down to
it,
earth a little bit.
it happens to
They both
every
are.
single. It happens to every single freaking quarterback that's
They
ever
both
played the
are.
game, dude.
Yes, yes.
And
It's
besides
facts.
Peyton Manning, who went out there and threw 75 interceptions his first year.
Yeah, but we seen his struggles. Don't make me talk about no damn Peyton Manning, dog.
So it happens. It's just the way the game goes. It's no different than the MLB. You get a hot
Mm-hmm.
guy come out of the bat, some rookie,
Mm-hmm.
not even rookie,
He
they're
go on
rookies, they're
that
different.
15 game thing, and then that slump come right after that.
Bam! It just jumps all over them. So
Do we remember Jeremy Lin? Jeremy Lin?
yeah,
He
real
was the
sanity.
darling. Gone.
Yep.
That quick. Once they get the tape on you, figure out you ain't really that good, you're gonna get figured out.
Hell,
So,
the tatted up white boy in Miami, old Birdman, he had 1 or 2 years that it was
but he was never nothing but a rebounder. They tried to hype him like he had some other parts of his game. No, you didn't. You was
okay.
just
Let me
you
tell you
was an
something,
energy
man. Let me
guy that
stop.
had a lot of good length, but the Birdman had no kind of offense, no kind of nothing. So I don't know why anybody would have ever hyped him. I liked his little Birdman though. But let's talk about these receivers, right? Since CD is not there,
Mm-hmm.
there's a few guys that been turning up a little bit, and I want to ask your opinion on it. We've been talking about Jalen Tolbert, about this needs to be the year. This is year 3, and I thought last year he did a little better, but he still kind of looked
Mm-hmm.
robotic to me. But I liked him coming out of South Alabama. I drafted him in my mock draft 3 times, and I saw him, so I mocked him in my draft, and I liked him. Looks like he's starting to get the feel of the game. Looks like the program is starting to slow down for him. He looks like he's not thinking. I think maybe that's why I thought he was more robotic, Mike, because he was thinking too much. And you even talked about his first year. You think this year 3,
Mm-hmm.
this might be
Yeah,
because a lot of people are
this is
talking about
when
it.
it happened. This is when
Mm-hmm.
it happens or when it doesn't happen. And
Right.
I
We're gonna know
said,
who he
I
is.
said, I said, going into year one, I made fun of everybody. It's always going to be better than rookie Gallup. I'm like, man, y'all are selling your. And then what's going to happen is they're going to spend all summer telling yourself this. He's going to get in camp. He's going to make a couple splash plays, and you're going to gas yourself up, and he's not going to get 300 yards and one touchdown on the damn season, and you're going to call him a bust. And it's because you did that to your damn self. That's a third round receiver on the back of the depth chart, and he's got to work in. And then last summer I said, now is the year you can buy some Jalen Tolbert stock if you want, because he's not going to light the world on fire. He's going to get about 500 yards and a few touchdowns, and that's going to be, but they're going to be noticeable plays. He's going to
Mm-hmm.
become what you consider a productive. That doesn't look like much on paper, but hell, that year that Gronkowski won the Super Bowl again, he got like 7 catches, and all of them meant something. So
Mm-hmm.
it's the numbers don't always tell the full story. And now you're getting a year three because he once again a third round wide receiver. If he was going to be good at the gate, he would have went in the top 50. That's just the way it goes. So now he's got reps in. He's been living in the backyard, like CD Lamb was in between his sophomore, when he was determined to get better. And it's gonna pay off. And the guy that's caught my eye, and I've got a few texts about him. Obviously, I'm not trying to pretend that I'm a camp. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I know a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people there,
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of film from there.
Right.
I know
Right.
probably
Right.
25 damn people at camp.
Right.
Uh, Cropper. When they need
Cropper.
their
Yeah.
little them little mojo moments and stuff they do, or when they need a completion and they need it to a wide
That
receiver,
short area quickness he got. Woo hoo hoo hoo. Them feet are.
that,
Them feet are.
that
Them feet are crazy.
that's who they've been going to. Now, in the scheme of things, does that matter much? But no, it's a camp champ, which that is what it is. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a name you could keep an eye on. And
Mm-hmm.
the deeper you are a wide receiver, the better. You never
Yeah.
have to. You could
That's
never
that.
have to.
That's a. That's a fact right there. Yeah, I
Because
agree with
you're
you, Trey.
probably
He did
going
lose.
wide at tight end.
He did lose that year, his rookie year, but I don't think he was ready for that year, his rookie year. He was not ready for the big time. What's up, Rico? Yeah, he wasn't ready for the big time. But that Jalen Cropper kid, he has been turning up, and like I said, that's exciting. But
Mhm.
I'm not that excited. Let me see in these preseason games. Everybody turns up in camp. I don't give a hell about that. Go in these preseason games and show what you're showing at camp. Because here's the thing that I don't get excited about camp any longer. I used to be the camp. Oh, camp. Oh, camp. Then I see some of these guys you're turning up against are like third round, fourth, fifth, sixth rounding players. Guys you'll never probably see on the field. Guys you're probably never going to play against. And you're turning up against them. I can't get excited about that. Turn up against guys on the field, opposition. So we'll see. This is a great thing for the Cowboys to be able to see their young guys. And just like you said, you can't have too many receivers. Jalen Brooks is still looking okay as well. He's the silky smooth. We both talked about him. He's got, big body, strong hands, and he could be, we'll see. Um, uh, Obviously, me and you talked about Turpin.
Mhm.
People want to find a role for him. I like to see them, do something with him because he's got some ability. But just like you said, he blind.
Dude,
He is blind. I
he's
can't lie.
just
He blind as hell.
he's just too small, man. He's just too small.
Well, I
Like
don't think it's because he's too small. They don't know how to use his size. They don't know how to use him. That's the
because it's
problem.
not an
We
NFL
stay
player.
small, bro. Tank Dell is little as shit, and he's turning up. Don't tell
Tank
me he
Dell's
ain't.
185 pounds.
You a whole lie. Tank Dell is not no 185. Tank Dell
He's
is
180.
maybe 170. You want to bet?
Tank Dell's 185 pounds.
I bet you he's not. You want to put a bet on that?
I bet they measured his dick differently then because he has been a
I tell
185.
you, he is not.
That's
I
a thick dude.
promise you.
He ain't no
Whew,
Devontae Turpin.
bro,
They ain't
he
no
is little,
Devontae.
bro. He's maybe 170, bro. Maybe.
Turpin makes
Tank Dell.
Turpin makes
Tank Dell came out at 168. What are you talking about? Tank Dell is
he's 185.
little. Did you see him sitting? You must not seen him sitting next to CJ Stroud in that interview. Look like a little kid.
I mean,
Cut it out. He ain't no 185.
he's
That's a
big.
lie.
He's big compared to Dan Turpin.
Turpin's like 150, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Right.
That's a
You're
lot.
right. You're right. You're
That's three
right.
different weight classes.
he let him. Okay, I know that. But you still can find ways to get him that ball, though. You could. You could. But here's the
Okay,
thing.
I don't
I get
disagree.
it. I listen. I get it. He's so damn small. What can you really do? And that's that. I'm agreeing with you at that point.
And
But there's
is
some other
is
motherfuckers.
it better to get the ball to him or somebody who's bigger who can make a play, same play in space? Maybe a little bit slower. But is it like you want to get the ball to Turpin or Cooks? You want to get the ball to Turpin or Ferg? You want to get the
But
ball to Turpin or
also,
Lane?
but I feel you. But you can't say, Mike, that if you are a really good play caller, and you can scheme certain things. It can really open up because you're probably not going to be looking for him to get that ball.
Dude, I've just watched it for years and years and years with these special team specialists, and people constantly try to make skill
Tank
position
Dell,
players.
5'8", 165.
That was draft weight. That boy ever better 170.
Oh, he still he didn't that
I
little
saw
dude. I'm a
I
small
saw
bro.
him.
You're
I
a
saw him
big
a month
man,
ago.
Mike. You're a big dude. You know how to do that. I'm a small dude. I can look at a small dude and say you're not gaining 20 pounds.
I saw
You
him a
don't
month
have it
ago.
in you. You ain't. He don't got it in him. He don't got it in him. He's one. He
Saw
is
him a month
let him.
ago.
Okay.
Hey, NFL stats are great.
I'm okay.
They also
Okay.
say Russell Wilson's 6 foot tall. But
And you. That's a whole. He like 5'10" now. I think they corrected that because everybody knew
that
you was a whole
that
damn lie.
motherfucker 5'10" standing on cinder block and Tom Cruise field is.
Well, shit. Then Kyle Murray's only 5'2" then, because that little water bug, he ain't bigger than no. He ain't no damn
He
5'10".
dude, Tank Dell would dunk on him. Swat his shit in the second row. Uh, but what I do want to talk about, there's been a silver lining with Lamb not being there, and
Other
the
guys can
defense.
get reps.
Well, but the
Mm,
defense has been able to hawk on these boys,
right.
and the quarterback has been dealing
Yeah.
to no name wide receivers. That dude has been absolute. I know they're not allowed to sack the quarterback and that type of shit. And so, but
Mm,
the fact is, the ball's still getting there.
right.
It's getting there. It's getting there. And yeah,
Yeah.
uh, they had that little video the other day. I'm sure you see that. I was like, man, you give me 400, 500 tries, I'll get it. Man, for standing like
All that
30.
dart. That was, and it was. I ain't gonna lie. That pass was a thing of beauty. I can't even front. That was a perfect ass pass, dog. Like
I
them
mean,
showing it
it's like,
from the way he released it from the top,
yeah,
from the bottom view, and it coming up and then going in. That
yeah.
that was
That
nice.
man, he's always thrown a pretty, not always thrown a pretty ball, but nowadays he spins one of the
I was
prettiest
about to
damn
say
balls
that
in the
he
world.
ain't always pulling no damn pretty ball. That's a fact.
No, but because his mechanics is all fucked up for a few
Right,
years.
right.
But standing 45 yards out and drop it at a damn 2 foot wide, that's,
That ain't
like, that, that's a dude
that
perfect shit.
that's a hard. Ooh, yeah. That's just a hard thing to
I
do.
mean,
But
everybody's doing that baseball drill where you put the trash can on the backstop and go out to center
mm-hmm.
field, try to throw it into the
Yeah.
trash can. It's
Right.
just a trash can. It's just a baseball. You do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Try.
Sounds good. Now keep trying it. They show the video after your 1,000 times. Ah, I made
Yeah.
it.
Everybody's celebrating shit. I tell you, man. That's because
All right. So
especially
let's
yes,
offense receiver. We're feeling a little better because young guys are there. Lamb is out of camp. We don't like that, but like you said, opportunities and Dak can get his chemistry with these other guys. That's always a good thing, right? So now let's talk about these tight ends. It's a good tight end room over here. I will
mm-hmm.
say that it's a good tight end room. It's a damn good tight end room. I like the
There's a
tight end room.
post stick in the middle of it right now, snapped in half. Is what it is.
Yeah, this is a good tight end room. So let me ask you this: we already know Fergie. Fergie gonna turn up. I don't know if Hendershot's making this team this year. I don't know if he's making a team this year.
I
They
think
keep
he's
on
getting in the
talking.
practice squad. don't know if he's got eligibility, but I think he'd get in the practice
I
squad.
think you can stay on the practice squad as much as you want now when they changed all that like a few years ago with COVID.
I don't get caught
Yeah,
copy. The same thing I talk about with contract. I don't talk about shit I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know, but I
yeah.
think he could get to the squad. Because I don't think John Stevens, Jones, Anderson, Charlotte, Jones, Anderson, Sly Jr.
They're
will
not
make
gonna
it.
cut him unless you
No,
think
they
he's gonna
like
get
him too
cut.
much. They like him too much.
That's what I was about to say. They're gonna let him
But
slide in because they like him too much.
I think they go. I think they're so confident, and Dak is so confident, vocally confident, and third, Jim Rumney, that I think if there's a skill group they go light at, it's tight end.
Hmm.
Especially when you're talking the 53. They may only have two active on game day,
I can see that.
unless unless one's going to be a big time special teams. Like if they want to try to slide, uh, Luepke or something, in a FB top because they let them do a FB tight end flex roll on the roster on game day. So maybe they'll let them do some situation like that because they're still trying to figure out. I like it. I don't know if it'll pan out, but they are not going to let that Lukey pick slide by without trying everything they can to figure out what to do with it.
They
It's
got
not
to.
going
You
to be.
spend a freaking
Yeah.
second rounder on him. They got to push it down your throat. You talking about Schoolmaker?
No,
Oh, I thought
no,
you was talking about School. My bad. I
no,
thought
no,
you was
no.
talking about
He's cooked.
Schoolmaker.
He's cooked.
I thought you was talking
He's
about
going to end
Schoolmaker.
up on. He's going to end up. What'll happen to him is they're going to feed him and then IR him and then they'll stop him on the roster because they don't want to admit that they wasted money on that.
Yep, yep,
Um,
yep. You
I
already
beat
know
I
what they're
beat
gonna do with that shit.
I beat that pick in the ground. I just want to say I was right. Y'all were wrong. Not you, but anybody that was right.
Hmm.
Why'd you waste that? You had Junior sitting right there ready to come put me. Not going there. Not going there. I was right. Don't draft tight ends early. Thank you. Welcome to my TED Talk. So, with that being said, he's gone. Hendershot's gone. I think that's the three they run with.
They like that other kid too, and he could flex between tight end and receiver. That Brevy, I mean that
Oh,
what was it Tyron Billy Johnson?
no, Tyron
Oh,
Billy Johnson's a wide receiver.
The Brevy kid.
Span
Span
Spielberg,
Brevin Span something.
yeah, shit like that.
They
Some
like
shit
him
like that.
too.
He's the UDFA tight end type situation, but with the amount of wide receivers, they've always gone thick at wide receivers because they like them. They like them on Bones likes them on special teams, and when you know how it goes when you're filling out the back end of your roster. Hell, by the time they get to probably
Yes,
this
forward.
game,
Hmm.
but yeah, thank you. By the time
Thank
they
you,
get
Rico.
to this game, and especially game two, they're going to have 39 to 43 of their 53 man roster figured out.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, the last couple of dudes are going to be special teams guys that are fighting for a position, and that's when
Hmm.
your wide receiver got to figure out where to make a play. If
Hmm.
I'm proper, if I'm Tyron Billy Johnson, if I'm figuring out, I'm looking up online because there's no
Hmm.
research yet these new kick return rules. So there's a rule, and I listened to Bones say it the other day, and I was outside the truck, so I caught it half of it.
Hmm.
There's a rule that if the ball is a line drive and you're on the second level of that kick return unit, you can touch it
Really?
and it kills it right there. You can bat
Hmm.
it down. There's no illegal touching or anything like that. So if you're a big wide receiver, get on that second line. Let them try that. Let them try that wedge kick out and see if you can slap that hoe down, and you get the ball there. Versus because this whole nobody knows how this is going to work out yet,
Right.
right?
Right.
I
Right.
heard Bones talking about it. There's something to do with the way the new kick rules are. When you're on that second line, you're allowed. There's like no illegal touching or anything. So I'm not sure whether it would be, but you would kind of assume, right, when they change the rules and everything's different, um, that you can slap it down and you get the ball right there. It's a dead ball. There's no return. You can't return it, from what I understand. But it's dead right there. So you get the ball on like the 35 or 40 instead of 30 or if you try to catch it and run it out. I'm still trying to figure out these damn rules myself. But
Yeah,
that's what the
me
way I
too.
heard. That's the way I heard Bones talking about it. And if you ever listen to Bones talk, he's fucking manic, so it's hard to track
Yeah,
what the hell he's
yeah.
saying.
He
So
goes all over the place.
that's the way I understood it. So that would be something to look into. If you're one of these friends wide receivers, because I think they'll go 6 or 7.
Six, yeah, 6 or 7. I was just about to say minimum six.
Um,
I could see 7, and them going
yeah,
like you said, tight end maybe. I think they go heavy offensive line this year
you got,
because that's their bread and butter. That's gonna be their bread and butter in their opinion is that offensive
let's
line.
see, Guyton, Richards,
Got
Smith,
Guyton, Richard, Smith,
BB,
BB,
uh,
Hoffman,
Hoffman, Martin.
Matt. Well, let's go. You know they love his
No,
ass.
he's not making a team.
Oh, he ain't making it because Stephen Jones always mentioned his ass.
He ain't making a team.
Okay.
He
What
ain't making a
about
team.
what about we didn't Terrence Steele,
Yep.
right?
That, that puts us at
Did you say
7.
Cooper B?
Yeah. So we got
Asim
BB
Richard,
Hoffman,
Asim
BB
Richards, he's
Hoffman.
making
We
it.
got Richards and Adoga and
Adoga,
Guyton. So because they like the way that Richards can move.
he's
Um,
good. I like Richards
so there's 3 at left tackle / left guard.
because he can play guard and tackle. I like
And we
Asim
got
Richards. I thought he
we
was
got
playing. He just need
yep
to get stronger.
yep we got Smith. Then we got a double up.
Josh Ball
And
ain't gonna make it, is he?
no, he's gone too.
I'm about to say, get them
Um,
two out of here.
they're
That
not even
whole
getting
class of 2021 was failed.
they're not even getting
Damn near.
practice reps. Quentin irrelevant. Hoffman and BB doubled up at center. Zach Martin, Terrence
Would you,
Steele.
hold up? Would you just say to me, Brock Hoffman is going to be the starting center?
Brock Hoffman will probably be your starting center
First 4 games, maybe
week 1.
week 1.
But we're doubled up at center. We're
Mm-hmm.
tripled up at left tackle /right tackle because we'll just
Mm-hmm.
kick one of those dudes over.
Mm-hmm.
Zach Martin. We got to figure out who's going to be
Oh,
the
they did
rotation
name the
guy there.
Nathan. Sin City names that Nathan Thomas. I think they like him too because he's a big dude. That Nathan Thomas
Yeah,
came from the small school. I think that. Oh, TJ
TJ
Bass,
Bass.
bro.
There we go.
Yeah,
TJ
yeah.
Bass.
We ain't letting go of TJ Bass. They keeping him
No,
too.
so
So yeah, I'm
there's
a
our
minimum
starting.
10. Minimum
Yeah,
10.
there's our offensive line. That's handled.
I don't
Uh,
feel too bad about the offensive line.
no,
It's young.
I don't think the starting running back, and I've been saying this since we've been doing this summer, I don't think the starting running back is on the team yet.
I hope not.
And I've been talking about it. I want him to go get Jeff Wilson because Jeff Wilson's going to get cut.
Do something, bro. I'm not. Please don't do this Ezekiel Elliott thing, man. Good
They're
God.
I honestly, now, this is just from what I know, this is honestly what I know, from what I hear, it's not, that's not Zaykel Stadium. That's, that's not the, that's not the plan. From what I understand, now I could be wearing a giant egg on face, but I'm rarely wrong when I come out and say this shit about this team and their plans. Matter of fact, I'm usually laughed at, then turned out I'm right. Laughed at when I said they were going to bring Zeke back in the first place. Um, I don't think that's the plan. They're looking at 150 to 200 for Zeke, which you're looking at 6 or 7 carries a game. You know, fine, perfect,
That's
wonderful.
what it should be.
Get
Short
on
yardage
the goal line.
situations.
Get your hand right on. Matter of fact, I don't even want Dak in there. Get your hand right on BB's ass. And snap the ball directly to that damn running back and run your ass across that goal line.
Hmm.
So, with That
Trey
said,
Lance playing all. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish that. Finish that, Mike.
uh, man,
I ain't finish that with the running backs. Royce
with the
Freeman
running
got a
backs,
groin injury,
Royce
so
Freeman's cooked. He's probably not going to play. He's
but
Roy's
he's
going.
gonna make the roster because Stephen. He gonna make the roster because Stephen Jones was pumping him up,
I,
pumping
I
him up.
I haven't listened to a word that man said in like three
I
years.
don't want to
I
either,
can't.
but he did. And
I
when he
can't
does it,
stand
you
to
know
hear.
he ain't getting cut.
Well, dude, when I see the transcription of his voice, I'll
I
let
know,
play at the end. And
I know. But he gave him a
oh,
glowing review, and I just feel like when he says he likes you, it's Stephen Jones. You're gonna make it just like Hunter Lukey. He was talking about him all last year. Hunter Lukey this, Hunter Lukey that. He making a squad, but we like Hunter Lukey. Hunter Lukey's good.
I think if he would have had a better line last year, Hunter Lipke would have had some play. He also had a couple
Mm-hmm.
bad drops and would have made his name remembered. He had a couple really bad drops. If I remember right, he dropped two surefire touchdowns, and
Yeah.
two touchdowns as a rookie fullback is big numbers. I don't give a hell if it's
Well, that
11
Miami
yards.
game killed us right there when he went in.
Yeah,
But you know what? I love the kid. A lot of people are
he's a
hyping on
fighter,
him.
and
I love the kid. I love the kid.
it's
I like
it's
him.
the older I get, man, is the NFL. It's the NFL. The shit's
Mm-hmm.
hard. You are top 1.00000000001% of the human population just to even make it there. And you know, shit doesn't always work out. But this one I go back to: are you trying? If you're trying, I'll give you grace. I don't give a damn. If you're trying, if you're laying it out there, and the kid is, he's trying to get better. He's a bookworm. Um, why should you be excited about the regular season? I mean,
You shouldn't.
hey, okay, well, there's
You
also
just
that.
like
Well,
just
don't enjoy.
you just
Hey,
just say you love your team. That should make you
don't
excited.
don't enjoy it then. Don't enjoy it. Don't even watch. Don't even watch. Just check in late January and see where the standings are, and if they won, don't even watch. Hey, the next game, if they're going to the divisional round, don't watch that one either, because who cares, right? Don't enjoy any of it. Just watch Home and Garden Network. Go DIY channel, build you I know your wife's been nagging on you to fix a garbage disposal and build a covered back porch. So you get going on that. Don't worry about football. Don't even watch it. And we'll check back in February.
Yeah, somebody hit me up with that one. I get it because he was like, we were talking about the wins or whatever, and I said I feel like this is still gonna be a lame duck season. He like, oh yeah, you're gonna watch every minute of it. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm a Dallas Cowboy content creator. Why wouldn't I watch the Cowboys? I don't hate the Cowboys. I don't like the Joneses. What people don't understand about that. So I have the half of my brain that I fight with is I hate the Joneses. Not hate them. As far as football, I hate them. In football terms, I hate them. And I want them to lose all their games as the Joneses. That's what I feel. But if they weren't around, I mean, I love my squad. I love the team. Do I think the
It's
team still can be better in areas? But it's not a bad team. It's still, in my opinion, looking from afar, that's still 10 wins, in my opinion, just looking at the team.
I've been making this comparison for at least 15 years. It has nothing to do with anybody's favorite politician or whatever. It just happens to be season. That's not the way I mean it. The Cowboys and me are like Americans. I'm an American. I'm going to support America. Do I always like the motherfuckers running the team? Do I support them at all? Probably not. But do I want the best for my situation possible? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I control what I can control, and you got to support something. I don't, I don't know, man. You got to have. It's
It's
weird.
it's
I've
it's
tried
it's
to.
it's weird, bro, because I don't know how other Cowboys fans are, okay? I don't. So I can't speak for them. I speak for myself. I battle. I battle on the inside because that part of me just love my team and want them to turn up. But then I look at them Jones and make me mad. And I'm like, I don't want to see y'all successful because then y'all ain't never changing your
It,
ways.
it, it, here's another
It
one. It's
hurts.
also like Major League with that mean ass bitch owner, and everybody. She's trying to ruin. She's trying
Yeah.
to run the team into the ground, and they're like, I guess we'll just go win the whole damn thing. And I'm like, I gotta support that,
Yeah.
but fuck her. but I gotta support that.
Yeah.
So it's a
It's a
weird
weird
place to be.
dynamic.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic, man, and that's I want the worst for that family because they're all
Yeah, I
dead
know, right?
recently.
Yeah,
I
I don't
want the
want y'all.
worst for that family, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Um, but I want the best for the team that I'm damn near 40 years old, and that's just all I've known. So it's what am I supposed
It's
to do? Go like pack up my lawn chairs and just pull up to like the Detroit Lions parking lot and be like,
right.
"What's
It's
up?
like you can't leave. Like it's like you've been with your wife 40 years,
We're
bruh.
together for the kids.
I'm really gonna go over and start somewhere else. Somebody else got to learn me, and ain't
Dude,
nobody
the
doing
streets
that
is
shit,
mean. The streets
bruh.
is mean.
That's yeah.
Anybody seen one of their buddies in the mid 30s, mid 40s get divorced and go back out there on the streets?
And see
It's a
how it works.
sad scene. It's a
Right.
sad scene. Well, so that's the thing. If Dak leaves, now we have freedom because they
Yeah, don't we have
finally
freedom? If I mean, we got that is the honest to God truth, Mike. If Dak
y'all
leaves,
finally hit the pace
we
car.
finally have freedom, and it's
Y'all
not
finally hit the pace
it's not
car.
hating and wanting Dak to leave.
No,
Although I don't want Dak to sign here, I don't. That's just me.
no,
I don't want him back
no.
signing here. I want him to go somewhere else. I
They
do.
don't deserve it.
That no, go somewhere else. And that's what I said. I want Dak to go somewhere else. People be like, how can you want that? You know, I do because they don't believe in him. I don't care what nobody gonna tell me. Y'all can
They
tell me,
told you
oh,
what
they're gonna sign him. They're gonna do this. All these
they
experts
told you
that
what
I
their
done
actions.
talked to, been on these shows with us, and no, you wrong, Jay. They ain't gonna sign him. They don't. No, they don't like. They don't love him. Stop telling me they do because I'm not going to believe it. You can tell me till you blue in your face, I'm not believing it. So, yes, I do want him to go somewhere else. Sorry, Cowboys fans. Sorry, not sorry. Want him to go somewhere else, go to a team and tear that shit up, go to a chip and look back at him and say, see, it wasn't me.
I want him to go to the NFC East. I want him to come to town
Oh,
twice a year. I want that. I want that.
you can't
God,
tell
that'd
me
be
people.
good to me.
The people that really love
Oh,
Dak
that'd
would
be
want.
good to me,
You
bro.
can't tell me the people that love Dak wouldn't want them to see kick the Cowboys' ass.
Dude,
You ain't gonna tell me they ain't gonna want to see that.
to see the
Kick
stadium
that,
full of
kick Dallas ass,
number 4 jerseys, but in a different blue
and everybody
or in a
loving them.
red in the Jones State
And it, and,
in the
it, and
Jones Station.
see
Oh,
Trey, yeah, no, I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping, dog.
just
It's just
cracked up,
me.
mate.
Y'all, I mean, I don't hate on nobody wanting Dak to stay. I get it. I don't. I get it. But nah, I ain't on that diehard shit like
Hey,
that no
I
more. So
know I know there's two.
y'all can disagree with me. I don't care, and it's no disrespect. But no, I don't care if they start over. I don't care if they started from the ground up. I don't care about that. Start it over. Bring your Trey Lance in here and let's see y'all smart with that. Make it happen. Or draft like y'all always do. Y'all don't want to pay no money? Get a young guy in and make
You
it happen.
get your
What's
grandson
wrong
in
with
here.
that?
Get your grand. Get Peyton Manning Jr. in here. Get Peyton Manning Jr. in here. Let him throw duck. He looks like a quarterback. Hey, you know what? Brock Purdy's coming up for an extension. They're not going to pay him. Trade Dak to San Francisco. Get rid of it. Get Brock Purdy in here. He looks like a quarterback. That's yeah, he looks like a quarterback. I let that guy date my daughter.
Yeah, just like what was his name? Paxton Lynch looked like a quarterback. You was gonna trade two
That motherfucker,
first rounders,
he looked like Paxton Lynch looked like he wasn't allowed within 500 yards of elementary school.
and Jerry was all on him.
Explains a lot, don't it?
You was gonna draft possibly Johnny Manziel too. So like y'all really don't. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. So everybody has their opinion. I have mine.
There is
I don't.
there is two. I know for a fact.
I'm tired of this
I
noise
know
with Dak. I'm over it.
I know for a fact there's two premier wide receivers currently in the league that want nothing to do with their current team until this Dak Prescott situation is figured out. I know that for a fact. You can do with that information what you will.
And I heard the backstory, so I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna just let it fester. But yeah, man, we gonna see. Like I said, everybody. I just want to say this. I'm not hating on nobody, but man, people been tearing me up on Twitter. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They love Dak. They love this. I don't know how you show
This is what they
love to
talk about.
somebody and you
This is
make them
what they
keep
talk
on
about.
waiting. I
This is
mean,
what they
it's
talk
a,
about.
they
And you
talk
got
all
Jerry
this shit
Jones.
about you.
Romo was a miracle.
All
I don't
fucking
want,
hammered drunk.
bro, I don't want to hear that. Like nobody's gonna
Come on,
tell me.
man.
All these writers, whatever, y'all can tell me till you blue in the face. They love Dak. No, you don't.
I'm
Love,
tired of
love, love is in showing,
it.
not talking.
It is,
Anybody can tell you I love you.
serious. I want to go back to the Dak Prescott camp. This is a different Dak Prescott.
Oh, he he chirping.
He's a
I ain't
father
like when
now.
he told the fans to get over it. I ain't like that one
He's a
though. But I still love you,
he's a
Dak.
he's a father now. He's fucking with a family now. And now we're going on basically might as well be year 10 of you talking crazy about me. Every
Still
chance
in the
you get,
media, still talking crazy, double
you're
talking.
talking crazy to. Remember, I mean, going all the way back to his rookie year where it felt like every incompletion they were going to bring Romo in. The constant, the constant disrespect with his
I'm just over.
own.
Yeah, I'm just over this. Like, get you
Yeah,
and somebody else in here, and then just figure it out. Just, I'm over the dog. I'm over it. And
yeah,
like I said,
it's a
man,
beauty. But
I'm just
now it's
over it.
different. They've always expected him to, well, he loves playing here, and because he did. He did. But there's only so long.
You gonna take that, and that's why I said, you know what? I loved y'all, 2016, 20. But then I seen how y'all played me. Y'all signed Zeke before me, Jalen. You know what I'm about to have to do? I really love y'all, but y'all forcing my hand. So everybody don't talk about that, Mike. How
Mm-mm.
the Joneses,
He's the
y'all
bad.
force his hand.
Now he's the bad guy.
Now
Now he's
he's
the
the
bad
bad
guy,
guy.
right?
Exactly. Y'all forced Dak. Dak has grew up a Cowboys fan his whole. He is living his dream. You think he wants to go somewhere else? No. But y'all not. I'm only gonna take it so long, and y'all not gonna play me. So let me get rid of this agency, right, Mike? And let me get this guy, because I know this guy don't play in their games, and y'all not gonna f me no more. Y'all taking my kindness for weakness. Y'all trying to play
Mm-hmm.
me. So let me get some. Let me get an agent here that's gonna say, no, you're not. You're gonna pay my guy what he deserves.
Mm-hmm. Not a
Oh,
penny
that's
less.
all right, Rico. I know a lot of people won't like it because be a lot of troops here, and a lot of people don't want to hear that shit.
It's it's it's
I ain't here for the
it's
likes though.
past. And I talked about it all summer. I said when them deals go up to Austin, every privilege you got to speaking to Dak personally about this contract, left with them.
He's
That's
like,
over.
you dealing with my agent now,
Now,
and the agent, he not backing down, bruh.
dude, Agent been smacking Cowboys ass around for about 10 years.
He don't give a flying, and you like you said,
Mm-mm.
Dak in camp now. He ain't thinking about that shit. My agent got it now, dog.
And if it ain't signed by kickoff week 1, it's over. It's over. And the
The
team
clock
won't
is
even do
ticking.
contract here in
It's less
10.
than a month.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
at
not a
this point,
distraction though. I
no, it's not
see.
a
I was talking
distraction.
about the team, but it always comes this way because this ain't a distraction. You got two of your top players in
And
limbo.
your wide receiver ain't showing up till the quarterback is figured out.
You feel me? And I'm just gonna say this, and then we're gonna um, hit this defensive line. But I'm gonna just say this, Mike. I just feel it, and I don't wish this. I promise you. Oh my God, I promise you, because I love CD turning up. But I'm sorry, just how I see it. When you're this far away from the camp, you got this much stuff going on. All I just don't see you coming in after you catch 135 balls and you set out camp this whole time. I don't care what you're doing on your own in the sand and all that. It's different. It is different. And now you're gonna go in here with no camp with your guys, and then you're gonna hit the ground running, having another successful, crazy year. I'm sorry, y'all. It ain't nothing against CD, but I absolutely don't believe that shit. I absolutely don't.
I'd be lying if it didn't make me nervous. But you could also say that, what if he went out there and popped a hamstring in camp? It's 6 1, half dozen the other, bro. Like, I get your point. I really do. And it's not like, because I know he's working. I know for a fact he's working. And I know it ain't the same. But nothing is the same as a game day. You ain't game day and out there at practice.
I don't
You
care,
ain't.
bro. It's different. I've
I,
seen it.
I,
It's different.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying is he could go out there in camp on day one with a
You right.
brand new contract and tear his damn Achilles in
You
half.
right. You right. You right.
I,
That's the part of the game.
so so not to have the Cowboys back on this, but they see it from their standpoint as a not a positive. But I mean, they'll tell you it's a positive, but they see it as not a net negative that he's just doing plyometrics and getting stretched out and getting ready and he's got the offensive film and yeah, you would like him to have reps with Dak, but dude, I bet they threw 1,000 passes this time because he's got the football field in his back. And then once again, I know it ain't the same, and you're going against air most of the time, but the fact of the matter is what it is. Unfortunately, they made it this way. And CD Lamb would be an absolute idiot, for lack of a better word, to risk his future
Right. For this squad.
with, with this squad with
I
zero
mean, the
money left in
ownership,
the bank.
not with the squad, not with your players, because we understand that. But
Because
I feel just like you said. That's why Hassan Reddick ain't on the field. They traded
he
for his
knows what's
ass.
going
He got no guaranteed money. I'm not coming
to
on the field.
no. And here's what's going to happen. Because he's seen once again how this front office. He watched Dad get franchise tag. He was here for
Hmm.
that, right? They have the franchise tag left on him
I know.
because he could play this entire year.
And they'll tag him.
Not doing it. I'm not doing
Yeah, that would be
it. And I'm
some.
not
That would be
showing up.
some. That would be some effery.
They've
That
done it.
would be straight fuckery. Excuse my
They might
language.
as well have with the 5th year option letting you get this far.
You, I mean, you might as well. You really let him get this far, and this is supposed to be your guy. But remember, Mike, they were questioning is he really got the alpha in him? We were
I
hearing that noise.
to be fair, I was too.
I did too,
But
for a little
there's some
bit,
quit
not
in there.
long, but I did say it.
But there was some quit. There's some quit. There's some quit
There
in
was
there.
there was some wondering.
And but you
It's
look at
crazy,
your
ain't it?
offense, man.
It's
It's
crazy, ain't it?
it's just frustrating.
It's frustrating.
And then you get people. I'm sorry. You get people that I mentioned that still want to have the front offices back. I'm like, imagine it having these jokers back on any.
Do any of these people? Do people have management on? Oh, you love management at your job because management tries to f you at
Yeah.
every cost. So why we care about what management says when management is
They want to
about
get you
getting
in
their
there.
money, not
Hey,
you
we're
getting
a
nothing?
family. And we're a family. And then they want to show
We
you
got
your
we got to pay
64 kids
everybody.
left and right.
So I need you to wait on this raise because nah, fuck all that. I worked this hard. I want my money.
And
You
if
ain't
they
gonna
were
do that.
smart, if they were smart, if they were a smart business team in a vacuum, one of these three premier players that's due to hit their track for 40, 35, $40 million would be a trade asset because they're not paying all three of them, and they're going to get to a point where Micah Parsons will be holding out this time next year. Let's just say that.
Oh, Micah's gonna
Let's get
hold
this out.
out. Micah definitely. He ain't gonna be doing all
He,
that for no. Oh, he ain't gonna do that shit.
hey, and don't think
No.
these linebacker reps ain't come out of nowhere for no reason. Look where he's at on the depth chart. You know what they got him listed as?
I'm gonna look.
Go ahead and look.
I'm gonna look right now. Micah Parsons. They got him at defensive end.
Not the
The
one
hell
I've
isn't
seen
it?
had him a linebacker.
The unofficial. Well, this is the unofficial depth chart. That was just posted as of August
They had him
6th.
listed as off the ball linebacker. WLB.
I mean, This is what it is. Yeah. I ain't gonna be a
But
Debbie Downer to y'all now.
no,
It's just the
no,
reality of the situation, man. It's just the reality of the
it's
situation.
caponomics. I mean, you had to trade Tyreek Hill. You went and got two more Super Bowls. You had to trade, these trades to stay on top. It takes
You
money
got
to
to
make
be
money, but
moving. Look, you got to be shaking and moving. If you're the front office, to stay competitive, Mike, you have to move
yeah,
with the times. Every year, you got to be looking and moving and shaking. The problem is, that's why I said the biggest problem I have with just the Joneses is they're like, this is our way. This is what we're doing. We don't care about nothing else. They're not going to say, well, we're not, well, let's look at this and tweak this a little bit. No, they want to be the bullheaded people and prove because they just want to prove a point.
they want
That's
to keep the cap.
selfishness. They want
They
to
want to
prove
keep
a
the
point that
cap
we
under
can
two
win
hundred
this
million dollars.
way.
They don't want to spend more than $200 million. They have a soft cap that they have self-imposed.
Yeah,
That's their cap. You can go back and look at the numbers. They want to spend $200 million a year tops.
yeah.
That's their
I don't
cap.
want to talk about. I don't want to talk about them motherfuckers no more because I'm starting to get
Now,
mad. So
all
I
right.
don't want to talk about them. Let's go. Let's go
Defensive
to this
line.
defense.
Defensive line. Mozzie had a good week, bro.
Yeah,
Mozzie had a
heard
good
good
week.
things.
Since the last we talked. Since the last we talked, Mozzie had a good week. You know,
What do you think about
he,
Mozzie, in your opinion? Do you think? I don't expect him to be world first round, but do you think he will be a serviceable first round draft tackle, defensive tackle, or he's going to have the short 4 year, 5 year career and he gone?
first round defensive tackle now. That's not what he drafted. He drafted a fourth round player.
Oh, I know that.
Um, Unfortunately. Now, am I as down on him as I was 2 weeks ago? No. But that doesn't mean his mentals can't flip back up in a heartbeat. He's
Hmm.
getting coached hard. I'm sure the media's made its rounds now. Y'all seen Coach Z on his ass. He's getting coached hard, and
Do you
that's
like
either going
Coach
to make.
Sagona? Do you like Coach
Yeah,
Sagona? I like him
yeah,
too. I
yeah.
like him. I like him.
He's a perfect defensive lineman. Um,
Yeah, he was. I remember his
he was
ass.
on.
He plays just
Yeah,
like
he was.
he coaches just like he plays. Hard nose.
Yeah, what's funny is he's a dog shower as a hobbyist. He go to the
Really.
he's got a little black mastiff that he takes and does the little dog shows and makes him sit and stay and paw and stuff. Cutest thing ever.
He looked like that type. I'm gonna keep it real from afar. Yeah, when you say it now, it's like yeah, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see
So
that.
um, there's an upside there. I think they still need more help. The linebackers are
Well,
looking
they
good.
went out and got a defensive tackle from Auburn. Who I just told you about Huggins, who played for 30,000 teams and was undrafted. I'm not getting hyped on that. Sorry, y'all. No.
No, they still need. Linebackers looking good. Safety's looking good. Corners
Yeah,
looking good. Jordan Lewis been having a hell of a camp.
defense.
Jaden Hartman's been
Defense may
having a
be
hell of a
real.
camp.
Defense may be real good, Mike. Defense may be real good because I like Zimmer. I like Grandpa.
Hey,
I like
that's what I was
Grandpa.
talking last Wednesday. I was talking about how the difference in Dan Quinn and Mike Zimmer's offense or defense. I'm sorry, is Dan Quinn's a shell game. The front
Hmm.
five. Mike Zimmer is back here. It's just guys in coverages. It's making that quarterback think. If that quarterback has to think, your standard ass pressure has a better chance of getting home.
Hmm.
That's the difference right there. And
Hmm.
it's smoke and mirrors where your defensive tackle gets twisted and turned out of the hole because you can't get pressure without stunting because you don't know how to discuss cover to save your life. Dan Quinn made his name off the reach of the boom. Well, yeah, you had prime All Pro Hall of Fame
That you didn't
mega world,
draft.
but you didn't draft mega
Gus
world
Bradley. That
ass
was Gus
players.
Bradley's defense. You were added on. You took it
So
over.
they're it's like Tony Dungy winning the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So that's that's what that's the difference. And you've already heard all the comments out of campus. The wide receivers been talking about it. The offensive line's been talking about it. The safeties been the wavy the sky stuff. It's like it's all basically the same. Much like you talk about how we talk about the modern offense, where it looks the same, but once that ball is snapped, everything changes. Everything changes. Your will linebackers all of a sudden dropping into coverage, and your down corners coming in hot off the edge. And
Mm-hmm.
instead, your defensive end over here, your left defensive end was showing pressure, but instead he knocked inside and they twisted. And now you've got a whole mess, and there's a whole bunch of shit moving, and you're trying to figure out, okay, where can I go with this damn football? Because my play ain't working no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Grandpa. I'm glad. Only thing I said was don't hire him as the head coach. You hire him as the head coach, I'm like, nope, I'm done. Because no, I don't want him as a head coach. I love him as a defensive coordinator. Yes, he's a little long in tooth, but that man has discipline. That man has respect. That man does not play around. That man don't show the favoritism. You gonna bring it or you not gonna play. Period.
Yep.
I don't
Period.
give a f who you are, and that's what we've been wanting. Because Dan Quinn, we already talked about it, and we ain't gonna mention that guy in the space, but we already seen that BS that he was doing with the favoritism of the players, playing them and playing them. It's like, sit this guy down. He's struggling. No, I love him. So you get what I'm saying? That's what we're not going to see from Zim, in my opinion. It's going to be just like you were talking about, a
One
lot
day
of
Charlie because
disguises.
they're taking a nap and you're
And
getting cooked in the seat.
and Mike Zim don't play about that run game. You're not running on Mike Zimmer. That's his. You're not going to do it. Dan Quinn, oh, it's cool. Long we can get some sacks. And as I said before, Mike, before Dan Quinn, that's why I can talk like this about Dan Quinn, in my opinion, because but when they were talking about getting ready to hire him, we specifically did a show on Dan Quinn before he hired him, and said he's soft. Got
He was a
the
product of
show.
his
I pull
talent.
up. We said he's soft,
He was a
soft.
product of his talent.
And all he
Yeah.
is a product, like you said, by product of the environment. You came into Seattle in a great space. You ain't draft none of them. You didn't do none of that. You rode the coattails. And when the guys left and it got a little long in the tooth, you fell off. You went to Atlanta. You had a good team already with Atlanta. You already had some players.
Ruined it.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of rode that wave. But guess what? After a couple years, they figured you out. You fell right off. Do we forget Dan Quinn was like 0-6 or 0-7 before he got fired?
Same thing with then Deuce Staley, or not Deuce Staley, Brandon Staley. He was a defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Right,
Oh, look at this
right.
genius! Look at this genius! And like his scheme
Terrible.
is Jalen Ramsey and Aaron
Yes,
Donald.
I would.
That's it.
I would extend him. Me,
Yeah.
that's me.
Even if okay, so coaches quarterbacks don't count against the cap. They don't count
Right,
against anything. It's fun
right.
money. Anything you give him another year to say, hey,
Just
you know
two
what?
years. Well, add another
We
year.
we like the way coach and coaches contracts are not even public. They're not public, so you can say whatever you want. We extended Mike McCarthy for 18 years of $450 billion. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. What it does matter to is if you're sitting there at 2-7, and that coach they know is about to get fired within the next 3 weeks, is trying to coach them up. And man, I got a family to worry about. I got to get some numbers. This is bullshit. If I don't
Mm-hmm.
get a couple sacks, I ain't gonna hit my trigger. If I don't get
Mm-hmm.
if I don't get this 800 yards, I ain't gonna hit my trigger. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, Dad, give me the ball. Come on, Jim. Call the blitz, dude. I need to get. Come on. Then you start Robert Quinn sack hunting, and then everything falls apart. That matters. That 1 year of fake money, or even 2 years of fake money, in the scheme of things, does not matter at all. Even if it's, I mean, hell, you're giving Zeke $6 million for 150 carries. What's $6 million for a year of Mike McCarthy?
Right. And then you just said in the media, I just love Mike McCarthy. Who wouldn't love him? He great coach. All these wins, 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 wins. But I ain't extend them back against the
Yeah.
wall. Okay, Jerry, you sound plumb stupid.
So you're coming into the season. You're outwardly saying you don't trust your quarterback. You're outwardly saying you don't trust your head coach. You're outwardly saying that the defensive coordinator, who is actually the assistant defensive coordinator's employee, because you promoted Al Harris to assistant head coach. It's just so Cowboys. It's so the ringling shirt, yes, yes, da, 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 da. It's just so
And
circus.
but see, Mike, when we talk about this, right, and we always say we just can't put a finger on why they be losing. These type of things right here. This is called, and people don't believe that. They always, oh, you got to play on the field. No, it's this little stuff, and it's this little stuff like this that keeps you from the top, Mike. Just to me, just me.
It's you got teams like, let's say,
Mm.
San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit. We could even put Arizona in there. Just for a couple of examples of teams that are trying with everything in their power, front office down, everything in their power to get to a Super Bowl. And they're not getting it. Or they do get there and they can't quite get it done in San Francisco State. What about your front office being drugged behind the team is beneficial to the situation in Dallas? Because that's what's happened. Your front office is hamstringing this team out the gate. They blew the gun, and your cleat's stuck in the chute. You can't get out. You finally get out 3 seconds later. All right, well, now we got to play first, or it's Dak's fault. And they're not doing everything they possibly can, which these
Yep.
other teams are. Kansas City has the best quarterback, not even the best quarterback, probably the best NFL player we've ever seen on the field, Patrick Mahomes. Their GM, day in and day out, is doing everything he possibly can to
To
give
keep that
them the
man
best,
happy. Keep
to
that
keep them
man happy.
happy and give that team the best chance to win.
And you know what else, Mike? Not to cut you off, I apologize. But when your quarterback trusts your front office, I'm willing to not take that much money. I'm
Oh,
willing to do
okay.
that because I trust y'all. There is
Yeah, I
no
mean,
trust in Dallas, and that's why I'm not
no,
going to give you this. What? And
no.
and one thing, Mike, I said this. I want to see how you feel about it. Remember, they charging $20 for beers because I've been there. Them beers and all that shit ain't cheap there. Tickets, all that. And when I found out about Dallas camp that it used to be 300 for the whole week if you went, now it's 300 a day, they tripping. But y'all want the Cowboys players to take discounts for y'all, but you won't even discount the fans? Man, shut the F up.
I ain't
Mm-mm.
hearing
Nah,
it.
nah. I ain't
You ain't
doing
want
that
to talk
shit.
about season ticket retention when I know three different families that ain't even Cowboys fans. You know that season ticket retention, I would hazard a guess that 30 to 40% of those sales are not even Cowboys fans.
You know what I mean?
That's a business trip. I know three families. They have one of them has 4 tickets, one of them has 7 tickets, the other has 5 tickets. They're not Cowboys fans. They may go to one game a year. Somebody's in town. They sell those tickets and rent their house out and pay for their year's worth of vacations and everything else they want to go do. Pays for it. But I want to talk about season ticket retention. And
But it's the truth.
it's that point in time I
They
would
throw
I
that
would have
shit
been
in our
mad
face,
about
Mike,
that.
and it's some bullshit though. You know that. They
I
throw that in our face and that's disrespectful.
I in a time and place I would have been mad about them selling it. I'm mad about him talking about it. I would have been mad
Hmm.
about them selling the tickets maybe 15 years ago. Now
Right,
I'm like,
right.
fuck it, get your
You
money. Fuck them.
get your money
They
and
want to run.
eat.
They want to run this like a business. Make your money.
Then
Make
make your
make your money.
money. And that's why it's like, okay, we don't got no trust. We see how you do the players. You're always giving a low balling all of them. You low ball all of them. You don't treat them with respect. So you think the Cowboys like, oh yeah, let's no, it's I'm gonna get my money. This a business, right, Jerry? This a business, right, Jerry? This a business, right, Steven? And at the end of the day, I need to get paid. At the end of the day, like y'all always saying,
They
at the
see,
end of the day. Well, at the end of the day,
they
I
look,
need my money.
they look at the calendar and they see, hey, Buffalo Bills ain't been to Jerry World in 6 years. There it is, right there. That's a meal ticket. We're gonna sell them tickets because the Bills are gonna be good. They're gonna be ready, even if they're not good. Even if they're not good, we're coming to Dallas. We're coming to Dallas. We're gonna take over Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
They sell them tickets. Season tickets is like, they got like 22 of them. They'll sell that one game. They'll sell that one game for 10, and then rent the house out for 15 for the week, something like that. Or the weekend, should I say? You'll take a vacation, take the kids to the Gaylord or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
switch the
Mm-hmm.
class around, come back to the house, collect your money, circle the next game.
Yeah.
If you don't want to take a vacation, if you had the money to buy 5 or 6 tickets and you were single, you could come up off a truck every year off the Cowboys, off selling them tickets on the secondary market. You got the parking pass, you got 5 tickets, you can go to half the games and still get you a truck out the deal. Especially if the Cowboys are good. Because them tickets at the end of last year, it was I went to that Detroit game because I got tickets,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we were 40-yard line, second level, first row. Our ticket price was 440. What they were going for at the open market, secondary market that week, because it was Dallas. Remember, Dallas Detroit was a big. Jimmy's
Yeah.
going Ring
Yeah.
of Honor. That was
Yeah. Yeah.
2,500. 2,500.
Well, I
What?
believe it. The game. Well, every time I went to the game, one of my homies used to hook me up, and I would go down to in the basement. Where the players come out. I was there. I would go down there. Where the team would come out and all that good stuff. We right there, right behind the damn, bruh. I would never pay that kind of money for that.
Mm,
That's dope that I got to go down there. But let me tell y'all something. If they would have been like, "Hey, you got to pay," nah, all right, I'll stay at the crib because my people's hooked me up and I was going there. That's why I was going there because I was getting the hookup. I'll be damn if I pay 2,500 to watch you Joneses give you Joneses $2,500. Hell no, no.
mm, mm.
You got me
Now,
bent. I'll
that was a
never do that.
magical night seeing Dan Campbell step on his own nuts. I got to see
Yeah,
Jimmy go in the
yeah,
Ring of Honor. That
yeah,
was a fun ass
yeah,
night.
yeah,
But it
yeah.
wasn't no damn. Well, $2,500 in Vegas, woo, I could have some fun. I could
Mm-hmm.
have some real fun in Vegas, 2,500, especially over the rebound. That's a different story. Uh, so that's they talk about that season ticket, it's just I'm like, you don't even get it, man. You don't even get it.
And they
You
were
know.
they were quick to just, like I said, I felt like they just slapped us in our face the way they were talking
Oh
about it. What you talking about? We had the fastest signups ever. We no, stop talking to us like we are idiots.
no, people were paying for Christmas presents off their tickets.
Yeah,
So
whatever, dog. Whatever.
like, I still got to support my quarterback, but at the end of the day,
Block. Right.
it is what it is, man. I anyway, Bubba, I need some damn food.
I'm out too because I got the food ready. And I got to
Yeah.
do another show, and I know they're gonna want me to be super positive. They're probably gonna get mad at me.
Oh, well, we can get some bubble gum. We'll be okay.
You'll be all right.
Appreciate
All right, bro.
everybody
We
for
are
coming out,
out.
bro.
Another great show. You know how we do it. We just walk out here and drop the mic. We just walk out here and drop off the mic. So we appreciate
One,
everybody in the building.
one sec.
Thank you for everybody, the donations, the love, the support. Even if we don't be talking all the positive, we try to keep it real as much as we can. So that's all, man. We just two dudes, two real cats. That's all. That's what we're trying to do. Sorry if it comes out the wrong way, but we can't pump fake it.
There's plenty of
Sorry.
positive in there.
Yeah, we were positive, but you know,
There's plenty of positive, man. We talked
it
about,
was. It
like,
was.
Rowdy got a new haircut, and there's like
Yup.
all kinds of good stuff in there.
All kind of great
You know,
stuff. Positive. Positive.
The Catboy got a new race car bed. There's all
Hmm.
kinds of fun stuff that happened.
Yeah. All right, now I'm done with him. All right, big dog.
Peace.
Love you, man. I'll talk to y'all.
Love you, Bubba.
Everybody,
See you
we
next week.
out. Peace.